Most people don't question the water they drink until someone tells them there's a better version. Alkaline water has become one of the most talked about alternatives to regular tap water. You've probably seen claims that it improves hydration, balances your body, or even supports long-term health. But at the same time, there's confusion. Some say it's essential. Others say it's unnecessary. So what's actually true? To understand this, we need to start with a simple problem. Most people don't really know what's in their water, or how it affects their body. They rely on what's available: tap water, bottled water, or filtered water, without thinking much about differences in composition, quality, or consistency. Alkaline water enters this conversation as a proposed upgrade. It's defined by its higher pH level, typically above 7, meaning it's less acidic than standard drinking water. The idea is that by consuming water with a higher pH, you can help balance your body. But this is where things get unclear. The human body already has very precise systems to regulate pH levels, especially in the blood. These systems work automatically and continuously. Drinking a specific type of water doesn't override those mechanisms in a direct or dramatic way. So if that's the case, why do some people still prefer alkaline water? Part of the answer comes from perception and experience. Some individuals report that alkaline water tastes smoother or feels easier to drink. Others say they feel better when they switch from one water source to another. But these experiences often depend on multiple factors, not just pH. For example, the quality of the original water source matters a lot. If someone switches from poorly maintained tap water to a cleaner, filtered, or treated water source, whether it's alkaline or not, they may notice a difference simply because the water is cleaner. That brings us to an important point. Not all improvements come from alkalinity itself. Water quality is influenced by several elements: minerals, contaminants, filtration, and storage conditions. Alkaline water systems often involve some form of processing, such as filtration or ionization. These processes can remove certain impurities or change the mineral balance, which may affect taste and overall perception. So when people say alkaline water is better, they may actually be responding to improvements in these underlying factors. Another aspect to consider is cost and accessibility. Store-bought alkaline water can be significantly more expensive than regular bottled water. For many households, this becomes a long-term expense that adds up quickly. On the other hand, home-based solutions like filters or simple systems offer a way to control water quality without relying on constant purchases. This shifts the question slightly. Instead of asking, "Is alkaline water better?" a more practical question might be, what kind of water are you comparing it to? If the baseline is low-quality tap water with potential issues like outdated pipes or inconsistent treatment, then almost any improvement will feel significant. But if the baseline is already clean, well-filtered water, the difference may be minimal. There's also the issue of expectations. Many claims around alkaline water suggest broad health benefits. However, these claims are often generalized and not always supported by consistent, large-scale evidence. That doesn't mean alkaline water is harmful, it simply means its benefits are often overstated or misunderstood. What matters more is consistency and reliability. Having access to a stable, clean water source, one that you trust and use regularly, is far more important than chasing a specific label. Whether that water is slightly acidic, neutral, or slightly alkaline tends to matter less than whether it is free from unwanted contaminants and suitable for daily use. This leads to a key insight. The real advantage isn't necessarily in the pH, it's in control. When people move toward systems that allow them to manage their own water, whether through filtration, simple setups, or DIY approaches, they reduce uncertainty. They know where their water comes from, how it's processed, and what it contains. That sense of control often matters more than any specific property like alkalinity. So, is alkaline water actually better for you? In some cases, it may offer benefits related to taste or personal preference. In others, it may simply reflect a shift toward cleaner, more controlled water. But it's not a universal solution, and it doesn't replace the fundamentals of water quality. Understanding your source, your system, and your daily use is what makes the biggest difference. In the end, the conversation around alkaline water is less about finding a perfect type of water and more about becoming aware of what you're already drinking. If you found this breakdown useful, consider subscribing for more clear and practical explanations like this. And if you want to explore how different water systems work, there's a simple resource in the description that walks through the structure and setup in a straightforward way.